Hi everyone, it's Mike here with Computer Cuisine Deluxe 7.0. I wanted to create this video and show you how you can swap recipes with other people on the Inaka software website for free. When I was creating the website, I added this recipe swap area so that hopefully people who register Computer Cuisine Deluxe, they can freely share recipes that they enjoy with other users. I know that other sites and other programs out there charge people for recipe packs and they charge you money for this recipe or that recipe, and I think that's pretty ridiculous. So I just wanted to make it so that everyone can freely share recipes that they enjoy, and if there's one that they see online that they want to import, they can freely just click in the recipe swap area, download the file, import it in, and then they won't have to type anything and have that recipe added to their collection should they choose to do so. So it's all basically started with just exporting the recipe that you want to share from Computer Cuisine Deluxe 7.0 and then uploading it and sharing it to the site. Sounds complicated, but it's very easy. So once you launch Computer Cuisine Deluxe 7.0, you basically have three choices on what you can share. Do you want to share just the single recipe? Do you want to share all the recipes that you have found in your collection for that particular time? For example, if you did a search for the word chocolate in the titles, here, I'll just do it right here. Let's just do chalk. That's enough. So if you do a search here, you've now found 11 recipes. So in other words, do we want to share a single recipe? Do we want to share just these chocolate recipes that are found, which is 11 recipes? Or do we want to share our entire recipe collection? And if we say show all, that would be 1,001 recipes. So you have that choice. Let's say we want to share just one particular recipe. I'll go through that first. So let's find a recipe here that is good. You know what? Chocolate speed cake is actually a really good recipe. Highly recommend it. So I'm just going to scroll down instead of doing a search. Let's find chocolate speed cake. There we go. Chocolate speed cake. Here we go. Here's chocolate speed cake. Now, let's say we want to share this particular recipe with other users on the Inaka software website. First thing you do is simply go to the tools menu, and here are those three choices. Once again, share only the current recipe with other website users, share all those recipes that were found from, let's say, the chocolate recipes that are the currently found recipe set, or share all the recipes in your collection. We're going to share just this particular recipe, and it will tell you, okay, it's going to create a file called current recipe share on your desktop, and then you can share that with other users. So when you click OK, you'll now see on the desktop, and I'm on a Mac, but it will be the same for Windows. You now have that recipe file right here saved as a CSV file that is on your desktop for all the recipe data for this particular recipe. And then you get a second little window that says, the recipe file has been created on your desktop. Would you like to visit the Inaka software recipe swap area to share this file? You can click yes to visit the site or no to just proceed as planned. So we could visit the site directly, but just so I give you the exact step-by-step, I'm just going to click no. Clicking yes will take you to this exact area anyway. But on the message forum area of the website, there's obviously different sections on how to and videos that I made and some support that you can ask for help. But here's the recipe swap area. It's the same as just clicking this button up here. So let's say we go to recipe swap area. You'll see that some people from version 6 have uploaded quite a few recipe packs, and I've uploaded some as well that people can download. This one in particular was kind of interesting. This is 200 spam recipes, and as opposed to spam meaning junk email, this is actually the product spam. So for example, you could download that and import that into your collection as well. But we're going to go ahead and share this recipe. Now, you want to register with the Computer Cuisine Deluxe forum. It's completely free. You just have to create a username and your email, and I don't sell that information or what have you. It's just so that you can log in for future reference and send messages and post information. So we're going to click New Thread. So we're going to start a recipe, and this is going to be the chocolate speed cake recipe. Now, I'm not a big fan of typing, so I'm just going to go ahead and select this and hit copy. I just chose a right click on that to copy. So we're going to then right click and hit paste. So this is the chocolate speed cake recipe. Now, if we wanted to, we can post a little message here that says, this is my favorite recipe, something like that. chocolate speed cake. And now this is the key. You just go down to manage attachments because we want to attach this current recipe file that we created so that people can import that as a file. So all you have to do is click manage attachments. A little box will pop up after the website eventually loads. Come on. There we go. And now you can choose the file from your computer. So we're going to choose the file and go to the desktop where we can see it says current recipe share right there, CSV, and we hit open. Now all we have to do is click upload, and it says wait, guess what? Current recipe share upload has now been uploaded, and we can close this window. That's basically it. Now, if you happen to have a photo for that recipe to make it even easier for people browsing, you may want to include that as well. That's really easy. You just go back to Computer Cuisine Deluxe 7.0, and if this recipe has a photo that you customized and added, go back to the Tools menu and you can select Extract Current Recipe Photos. Once you do that, it's going to put that photo as a separate file into your Computer Cuisine Deluxe folder. So if we go back to that folder, ooh, I have a low battery, you'll now see that this file right here has been added to the Computer Cuisine Deluxe folder. I'm going to drag that out to the desktop just so you guys can easily see that. So this folder will be inside your applications folder inside the Computer Cuisine Deluxe 7.0 folder. If you're on Windows, it won't be in the applications folder. It will just, essentially they'll both be within the Computer Cuisine Deluxe folder. That's where the recipe photo will be extracted to. So I drag that to the desktop, and now we have this chocolate speed cake photo. We can also go ahead and once again just say manage attachments. Go through the same process of just choosing a file on the desktop, and that is the chocolate speed cake JPEG file. Click open and click upload. Now we have two attachments. We uploaded the actual recipe and the photo. That's it. Close the window. I'm going to go ahead and actually post this so that you can see what it looks like. I'm going to click submit new thread. And there you have it. What's kind of nice is that it gives you a little attachment thumbnail so that people can see this and sort of preview the recipe beforehand. And then if they choose to share this recipe, you just click on it, it will download. I'm going to go ahead and delete these from the desktop to see, for example, this would be for a different user if they logged in and wanted to download this file. You just click on it. It now has been downloaded into your wherever you choose to download files on the internet. Mine particularly goes to the desktop at this point, and now you have that file that you've downloaded from somebody else, let's say. So you now have created a file that you've swapped with other users, and it's now readily available for any user to swap, import, and they will not have to do any sort of typing.